Hello, and welcome to Beyond Books, where we talk about books from Book of the Month Club and beyond. I'm your host. I'm Renee. Let's get started with a book tag. And I know it's not Tag Tuesday. Somehow I just glossed right over that and got myself into Wednesday. So I'm doing the tag today. I was tagged by Pat at Book Chat with Pat to do this tag. It is the Memento Mori tag, and it was created by David at Polyglot Reading, and that's POLYGLOT Reading, all one word, Polyglot Reading. I didn't think that I was familiar with that channel, and so I went over there this morning to see what was going on, and I watched one of David's videos, and he reads classic books in the languages in which they were written and does reviews in different languages. Definitely worth a look. He noticed that I subscribed to his channel, and he promptly subscribed to mine and said some nice things in one of my comments on one of my videos. So I appreciate that very much. So let's get started with this tag, Memento Mori, or Mori, I guess, meaning remember death. And that sounds a little morbid, but I think it's actually meant to be positive in that, you know, you're just kind of making the most of the moment because you don't know when your last moment will be. So remember that there is an end to this life. So here's the first prompt. How many books will you be able to read before you die, considering your age and statistical life expectancy? Well, I looked up the actual life expectancy of a female in the United States, and yeah, I was surprised. It's come down in recent years. And a lot of that they attributed to COVID and all of the different problems that resulted from that for the elderly in particular. And so that's bringing life expectancy down. Although it doesn't have to be in the elderly, because when younger people die, that starts bringing it down as well. That would bring down the age quicker, wouldn't it? So, yeah, I was surprised to find that on the low side, I would probably have about 300 books left to read, and on the high side, probably 500 or so, maybe a little bit more, because that's how many years I would have left if I lived an average life expectancy and read the average number of books that I know that I read in a year. I think my number of books is going up a little bit, and I hope to live past a normal life expectancy, but who knows? We don't know these things, so memento mori. Okay, number 2. How does this number affect your choice of books? Well, I kind of tend to choose what I want anyway, and yeah, it's sort of come to my attention with this channel and maybe with some other things that have happened recently in my life that I kind of go my own way, and yeah, I do what I want to do. So I guess that's a good thing, since I might have some limited time left. If the books are numbered, then I'm going to choose the ones I want. So let's see, what will happen to your book collection once you have died? Well, I don't have much of a book collection in terms of physical books. I tend to donate my books almost as soon as I read them, or pass them along to other people, whatever. So there probably won't be much, and yeah, everybody's welcome to take a few books if they'd like. So it really doesn't matter to me. I don't have it promised to anyone or written in my will that I'm going to donate it to anyone, because it's certainly not worth anything other than maybe some sentimental value and things like that. Number 4, is there a book that helps you cope with the disturbing fact of a limited lifespan? Well, yeah, I think so. Um, I read the Bible, not a lot, but when I do, I usually read the Psalms. I find that they have a nice quality, kind of a comforting quality to them. I don't happen to have a Bible physical copy right now, but you can certainly find the Psalms online and things like that. So I'd say that that is one. And then the other, I have a copy of this, and I usually do, and that is the Tao Te Ching. This is by, oh gosh, I can't remember the author now. Lao-Tzu, I think. Yeah, Lao-Tzu. Lao-Tzu. And this also kind of brings me some comfort. The sayings have kind of this eternal quality to them. I marked one here when I grabbed this off the shelf. It kind of opened to this page, and I thought it was a good saying. Knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. So I like that. So it's those kinds of things. If you've never read it before, it's definitely worth having around. Nice book. So do you have a specific non-fiction book on the topic of death that you'd like to recommend? Yeah, actually. I haven't thought of this book for a long time either. It's called, I think, The Interesting Life of Cadavers. And it's a book about cadavers and what they use them for scientific research, once people have passed away and have either donated their cadaver, or in some cases, no one else takes control of the body. So, the body's used for scientific research. And they do all sorts of things with these cadavers. They use them like as a crash test dummy, but because it's an actual body, they can even get more information from it. They use them in medical schools for the students to resect and things like that. They use them, they take them and put them in different conditions on this body farm that they have in Tennessee, and just see how the weather affects, a dead body, and what they can learn from that so that they can put together more information when a murder is committed. So it's really interesting. It's a great book. I can't remember who wrote it, but yeah, I would say that one. Number 7 is humor can be helpful to confront death. Do you have a favorite witty quote on this topic? Yes, I have many. In my working life, I was a nurse, so yeah, I have a lot of dark humor, but probably none that I want to share right now. They're sort of the kinds of things that are just meant for the moment. Not really something I'd want to put out publicly onto the internet. So I would say no. Sometimes I'll just, so just to kind of take the power away from death, I know that I'll sometimes say the word croaked, somebody croaked. But I mean, I'm careful about who I say that to, because I don't want to offend anyone. But, it is a way to just kind of take the power away from it, not make it such a powerful thing. It's got this humorous maybe side as well. So, yeah, that's about what I'm willing to share on that. Does this tag make you feel uneasy, or are you quite relaxed about this topic? I'm probably somewhere in the middle. I probably don't feel quite as relaxed with this topic as maybe some others, but it doesn't really bother me in a lot of ways. It's just, I think it's more kind of knowing that other people could be offended by what you're saying, and I'd rather not do that, obviously. So yeah, that is probably where most of my discomfort with the situation lies. And I think I missed one here. Which book on the topic do you consider the most witty or entertaining? Actually, it's a series of books, and I had mentioned them one other time on my channel, and they are series by an author by the name of Tim Dorsey, and he writes about a character named Serge Storms, and Serge is from Florida, and he loves Florida. He knows all about Florida, and he drives around the state with some of his goofy friends, and they do goofy things. And when they run into somebody who is kind of mean and evil and doing something like, say, taking advantage of the elderly, or you know, harming animals or something like that, he finds a way to punish those people, and he ends up killing them is what he does, but it's done in such a humorous way, and he kills them in such bizarre ways that it's you know, you have to laugh because it's not really realistic. It's funny. And I think the books are hilarious, especially I used to live in Florida, and I can tell you, maybe not the deaths themselves, but some of the weird situations that he gets into, that's Florida, you know. He's the ultimate Florida man. Let's put it that way. If you're familiar with Florida man, he's the ultimate Florida man. And so you can actually learn a lot of Florida history, geography, different cultural things about Florida from reading the books. They're very, very well researched. And Tim Dorsey is a journalist for the Tampa Bay Times, and he's a good writer. I'm sure he researches everything, and you know, so you can learn a lot, but it's just this weird, dark sense of humor. And if you have that kind of sense of humor, you might want to pick up one of his books. There's tons of them. There's tons of them. I don't know how many there are in the series so far, probably 20-something easily. So then the final now is tag some people. So I'm going to leave my tag open. Whoever would like to do this interesting and different tag, the Memento Mori tag, go for it. It's kind of fun, and I hope you enjoy it. So take care, have a great day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and all that other good stuff. Have a good one.